7 Mind-Blowing Bible Facts You Need to Know Now. Introduction. The Bible, an ancient collection of texts, has been a cornerstone of faith, history, and culture for millennia. Within its pages lie profound truths, historical events, and divine revelations that continue to captivate and inspire. While many are familiar with its overarching narratives, there are countless fascinating details that often go unnoticed. Here, we explore 7 mind-blowing Bible facts that you need to know now, shedding light on the depth and richness of this sacred text. 1. The Bible's unmatched historical influence. The Bible is not just a religious document. It is one of the most influential books in human history. It has shaped civilizations, inspired countless works of art, and laid the foundation for modern legal and ethical systems. Historical accuracy. Numerous archaeological discoveries have corroborated the historical accounts described in the Bible. For instance, the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947 provided critical insights into the textual accuracy of the Hebrew Bible, confirming the consistency of its transmission over centuries. Cultural impact. The Bible's stories and teachings have influenced Western literature, art, music, and even political thought. Figures like Moses, David, and Jesus Christ are not only religious icons but also cultural symbols recognized globally. Global reach. The Bible has been translated into over 3,000 languages, making it accessible to billions of people worldwide. This widespread availability has allowed its teachings to transcend cultural and linguistic barriers, impacting diverse societies across the globe. 2. The Bible's remarkable unity. Despite being written over 1,500 years by more than 40 different authors from various backgrounds and professions, the Bible exhibits an extraordinary unity and coherence. Diverse authors. The authors of the Bible include kings, fishermen, prophets, shepherds, and scholars, each bringing their unique perspective and style. For example, Moses, a prince of Egypt, wrote the first 5 books, while Paul, a former Pharisee and Roman citizen, penned many of the New Testament epistles. Consistent message. Despite the diversity of authorship and the vast span of time over which it was written, the Bible maintains a consistent message of God's plan for humanity, emphasizing themes of creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. Interconnected narratives. The Bible's books are intricately linked, with prophecies in the Old Testament finding fulfillment in the New Testament. For example, the prophetic writings of Isaiah about the suffering servant are seen by Christians as being fulfilled in the life and death of Jesus Christ. 3. The Bible's scientific foreknowledge. While the Bible is not a scientific textbook, it contains statements that align remarkably well with modern scientific understanding, often predating scientific discoveries by centuries. The shape of the earth. In Isaiah 40 verse 22, the Bible mentions the circle of the earth, suggesting a round earth long before this was widely accepted in scientific communities. Hygiene practices. The Mosaic Law, detailed in books like Leviticus, includes various health and hygiene practices, such as quarantine for contagious diseases, Leviticus 13, and the importance of washing and cleanliness, which align with modern medical practices. Astronomical insights. Job 26 verse 7 states that God hangs the earth on nothing, an assertion that aligns with the understanding of Earth suspended in space, contrasting with contemporary beliefs at the time of a flat Earth or Earth resting on a physical foundation. 4. The Bible's prophetic precision. The Bible contains numerous prophecies, many of which have been fulfilled with astonishing accuracy, lending credence to its divine inspiration. Messianic prophecies. The Old Testament contains over 300 prophecies concerning the Messiah, which Christians believe were fulfilled in the life of Jesus Christ. For instance, Isaiah 7 verse 14 prophesied that the Messiah would be born of a virgin, and Micah 5 verse 2 specified Bethlehem as his birthplace. Historical events. The book of Daniel, written in the 6th century BC, contains detailed prophecies about the rise and fall of empires, including the Babylonian, Medo-Persian, Greek, and Roman empires. These prophecies were fulfilled with remarkable accuracy in the subsequent centuries. Modern Israel. Ezekiel 37 speaks of the regathering of Israel, a prophecy that many see as being fulfilled with the establishment of the modern state of Israel in 1948 after nearly 2,000 years of diaspora. 5. The Bible's linguistic diversity. The Bible was originally written in 3 languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, reflecting the linguistic and cultural context of its authors. Hebrew. The majority of the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, the language of ancient Israel. Hebrew is known for its rich, concrete imagery and poetic structure, which can be seen in books like Psalms and Proverbs. Aramaic. Portions of the Old Testament, particularly in Daniel and Ezra, were written in Aramaic, a common language of the Near East. Aramaic was also the language spoken by Jesus and his disciples, and it influenced the writing of the New Testament. Greek. The entire New Testament was written in Koine Greek, the lingua franca of the Eastern Mediterranean during the Roman Empire. Greek's precise vocabulary and grammatical structure allowed for the detailed theological discussions found in the New Testament epistles. 6. The Bible's unparalleled manuscript evidence. The Bible is the best documented ancient text, with thousands of manuscripts that provide a high degree of confidence in its textual integrity. Old Testament manuscripts. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the mid-20th century, include manuscripts of the Old Testament dating as far back as the 3rd century BC. These scrolls show remarkable consistency with later copies, confirming the careful transmission of the text over centuries. New Testament manuscripts. There are over 5,800 Greek manuscripts of the New Testament, some dating to the early 2nd century AD, within a few decades of the original writings. This wealth of manuscripts allows scholars to reconstruct the original text with a high degree of accuracy. Comparative analysis. When compared to other ancient texts, the Bible's manuscript evidence is unparalleled. For example, the works of Homer, the second best documented ancient text, have fewer than 2,000 manuscripts, and the earliest copies date to over 500 years after the originals.